Bonjour. Aujourd'hui, nous parlons du verbe aller encore une fois. So we're going to talk about aller again. This time we're going to be talking about how to use aller in the question, how are you? So you've already seen ça va. Remember back to our very first week of French 1, we asked this question, ça va? And here are a few answers. Ça va très bien, ça va bien, comme ci, comme ça ne va pas. We also talked about ça va mal. So, you actually have the verb aller here, you just didn't know it. We're going to see a couple more questions that we can use for how are you. So another way to ask how are you doing, how are you, comment vas-tu, comment vas-tu. So remember that tu is the informal you, so you're going to use this with family, close friends, people your age, people younger than you. But remember, you're not going to use to, for example, if you were to meet someone's grandmother, if you were talking to your boss, your principal, most likely you would use vous. So here's just a few examples from sort of like little stationery or e-cards, different things like that. So, comment vas-tu? Comment vas-tu? Here we're asking tu vas bien. So we're, sort of assuming that you're doing well. Tu vas bien? Are you doing well? Je vais bien, comme ci, comme ça. So you can answer those very similarly to our question, ça va? And here are a few more autres réponses, other responses to this question, comment vas-tu? I'm going to add a few more for you today. So, je suis anxieux, je suis anxieux, je suis anxieuse. So, what you'll notice when you are introduced to new adjectives in French, we've talked before about adjective agreement, how our adjectives need to, most of the time we added an E to them to make them feminine. If we were describing a feminine noun, we added an S if we were describing a plural noun. Okay, so here, je suis anxieux, this EUX ending is what we would use if you are a male and you wanted to say that you were anxious or nervous or worried. For a female, you'll see that the ending is put in parentheses. So actually here, this X is going to drop away and this SE is going to take its place. Je suis anxieuse. And we'll learn more about these different spellings as we go. But just know for now, je suis anxieux for a guy, EUX. Je suis anxieuse, EUSE for a girl. Je suis content. Je suis content. Or je suis contente. Je suis contente. If you add the E on the end because you're a girl, you're describing yourself, then this T gets pronounced. Otherwise, if you're a guy, je suis content, you don't hear that last T. Versus for a girl, je suis contente. So think of the word content is in English is a synonym for the word happy. Here's a small little penguin from Happy Feet. Je suis fâché. Je suis fâché. So here again, this E in parentheses lets you know you need to add this extra E on the end if you are describing a female. So je suis fâché. And here, this extra E does not do anything to change the pronunciation. So fâché is one of our words for angry or mad. Je suis fatigué. Je suis fatigué. Think of fatigue. Fatigue means you're tired. So if you're tired, you can tell me je suis fatigué. And remembering to add an extra E if you're a girl. Je suis triste. Je suis triste. Now look at triste, it already ends in E. We don't need to do anything if you're a female. Okay, and we can also have a question, comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? So remember that vous is your more formal you. It's also the you that we use if we want to talk to you all. Let's say you walk into a room and saw a group of friends. Comment allez-vous, mes amis? How are you all doing? Okay, so here's just a little clip art. Comment allez-vous aujourd'hui? Remember, aujourd'hui is today. So this might be a question that you've heard before. Okay, parlez-vous français are the two questions that I hear most often when I tell people that I teach French. Those are the two questions that people have heard before. So here's just a little comedy for you today. Bonjour docteur, comment allez-vous? And you see his response. So, please let me know if you have any questions about you. Comment allez-vous? Bonne journée.